Accounts payable is an essential function of any business. When these processes are slowed down by error-prone manual data entry or difficulty accessing files, your entire business is affected. By automating data entry, simplifying how people access and process documents, and creating better visibility into the entire process, Ricoh can help streamline and even accelerate your accounts payable processes. Let's show you how this works using an invoice as an example. The approval process can get especially complicated. What we will show you is a simplified process, which starts with an intelligent capture component that saves you time and improves accuracy. We will finish setup with a dynamic approval process that allows documents to be easily routed to key stakeholders, even on an ad hoc basis, and provides better visibility into the entire process. First, log into your system by opening up your favorite browser and going to the proper web address to log in. Authenticating into the system allows for the proper permissions to be applied, so you only see what you are allowed to see. An invoice needs to be scanned, imported into a tray to be ready to be processed. All of the highlighted items will be extracted automatically by the intelligent indexing system. In this example, Sally, the AP clerk processor, has logged in and sees the invoice that is ready to be stored. Select the Store button to move forward. You can immediately see on the left-hand side what has been captured automatically for the index fields provided. This saves many keystrokes as the user doesn't have to key in the information. Once the user has verified that all information is correct, to commit the document and data into the file cabinet, select Store. Now the AP clerk processor can see that she has a new item in her Lists tab as a notification pops up in red. When she clicks into the Lists tab, the notification turns yellow to indicate that she has read it, and the item that was just stored is located under the New Task List. Sally can select and use the route stamp to send this item to the next appropriate person in the process. She can choose the proper person from the pick list dropdown, or just start typing the person's name and the system will suggest those that are close. A stamp with a date and time note is applied that allows someone to see quickly who routed the item to whom. Then the document leaves Sally's queue and moves into Bob's. Bob gets an email notification that provides a link to his task list. He can then log into his view to see what he must process. When Bob logs in as an approver, he can see anything that needs his review in the My Approval Needed task list. In this case, the newest items show up on the top. Bob can either approve or reject the item at this point. When he clicks Approve, he can choose to route the item to another individual for another level of approval or leave it blank to end the process. He could choose to route the item to another person ad hoc, and that item would then show up in their My Approval Needed task list. In this case, there is no other approval needed, so Bob clicks Set and the item is removed from his queue. Now, let's log in back to Sally's view and see how this recent approval affects her task list. When Sally logs back in, she can see in the Approved task list that she has something to do. She can look to see what has been approved, go into her payment system, and enter the appropriate information. She can then use the Entered stamp. The Entered stamp indicates that she has taken care of her part in the process, and now the document is removed from the queue. This item has been completely approved and paid. Alternatively, instead of using the Entered stamp, Sally could use a Hold stamp that would allow her to enter a reason for a hold. The item would then show up in the Hold task list with the reason displayed with the Hold stamp on the document. Sally can easily search on any of the index fields that have been created to find the proper documentation associated with that data. In this case, Sally just searched for everything in Entered status for today. When Sally has found the information she wanted, such as this invoice, she can click on the Related Documents link to bring up the appropriate documents in the system that correlate with this document, like a purchase order or bill of lading. Because Sally has the proper permissions, she can take the data from the result list here and export to an Excel file. Ad hoc reporting such as this is easy with this solution and provides better visibility at any step in the process. Streamline and digitize workflows with Ricoh's document management and workflow solutions to save your company time and money.